guys, I'm Amy, and you've landed on Belle Loves Bargains. That's my cow Effingham, and sometimes he co-hosts with me. He's got a lot to say. This channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25, people. So stick around, consider subscribing, and don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the 4 uploads I do every week, just check out the description box for more information. Enjoy! Hey Marcus, can we go thrift shopping? What? Do you guys know this song? I'ma pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm looking for a come up. This is freaking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm looking for a come up. This is freaking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. I got $20 in my pocket. Anyway, you probably don't know the song. It's got some pretty rough lyrics, so don't listen to it. But if you do, it's by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. It's called Thrift Shop. Anyway, it's kind of a funny song. There's just some crude language in it. So, you know, these kids these days. I'm gonna pop some tags. I got $20 in. Okay, anyway, hi guys, welcome to Belle's Bargains. My name is Amy. Hey Marcus, can we go to thrift shop? Which, yeah, he was like, sure. Okay, so today, guess what it is? It's a challenge, and it's a thrift store flip. Let me just show you who this is. So today's, by the way, if you're new to the challenge, if you're new to my channel, I start every video with a song. They're not always good, but it was the thrift store song. I'm gonna pop some tags, and I'll be singing it now like all day. I got $20 in my, I played it, and Mark's goes walking through. I'm gonna pop some tags. He knows the song. All right, so this is a Dollar Tree channel. So when I do a thrift flip, it's a little bit different because of course I go buy something at a thrift store and then, you know, upgrade it. But the key is I use all Dollar Tree supplies when I do these. But normally my channel is like 100% Dollar Tree. All my crafts, everything comes from Dollar Tree. All right, enough about that. Today is called the Third Thursday Thrift Flip, and it's an open invite. So there's gonna be a playlist down below so you can go check out everybody's. These are fun to watch. I love to see what people do with stuff they find at thrift stores. And then the host for this one is Tammy from the Rusted Willow, and Marika from Marika Creations, which, by the way, 2 of my favorite channels. Have you guys watched Marika from Marika's Creations? She's so good. Anyway, okay, so this is it's the 3rd Thursday of each month, okay? So this is one I'm trying to do. Anyway, and I gotta say, you guys, I'm pretty proud of myself because what I did was I gave you super easy thrift flips. Here's why. Because I think sometimes a thrift flip can be like, I don't know, you want me to buy this messed up thing and make it all pretty. But it's not always about that. Thrift store shopping so much is about just going in, having that, and finding those things. So I'm gonna show you what I did. All right, we're gonna go small to large. So this is, first of all, this is a Dollar Tree sign. Ready? Trust your, I did it backwards. Oops, it doesn't matter. So it was one of these, but I wanted to use it as a shadow box. Okay, so you'll see in the video when I show you in a minute how I made this. And this was so simple. I found a textile, I think it was a kitchen towel, I don't know. It was new, but it was full of elephants. And for those of you who watch my channel, you know I love elephants. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna buy it and I can cut those elephants out and make 1,000 things. And that's exactly what I did. Look at how cute this little tea tray. What? Who's talking in here? Tier tray. This is totally a tier tray thing. Now, I actually really considered painting the backside and doing a second elephant. And I probably will if I use it on a tier tray because I did it backwards. So I can't just have it be that way. That was so dumb, Amy. I can't believe I did that. But whatever. We crafters make mistakes too. So because if it had been the right way, whatever. Now I have to put an elephant on the backside. But that's okay because there's like so many elephants on this textile. All right, let me show you how I made it quick. Easy peasy. So that's the textile. I wasn't filming when I showed it and I cut it out, but I cut out an elephant and then I'm going to fussy cut it with my really good scissors, my material scissors. And then I'm going to paint the back of it with Mod Podge.
So just a nice covering of the material. This is like I said, I think it's like a kitchen towel, maybe a little bit heavier than that. Anyway, so Mod Podge on there, and then put it down, and it just barely fits in this box, but close enough. And then I'm gonna Mod Podge over that entire thing. I was trying to just, the tail was slightly long, and so I was trying to curl it up just a little bit to make it fit in there. Then a layer of Mod Podge over that. And of course, I don't do anything to the frame because I thought this frame was just kind of perfect the way it was. And then I'm going to leave that, of course, to dry for a little bit. So this is, I would say this isn't a thick layer of Mod Podge, you know, just enough to get coverage. I just want to seal that elephant down, right? So it's not going to come up. All right, and then I'm just pushing in like the little, where it was touching the side, so just sort of pushing it in under the frame so it's not sticking up. Anyway, okay, so now that's all dry, and I'm going to take one of these tassels. I cut a tassel off of that, and I'm going to string these beads on that are a perfect match color-wise. So I do one large one at first, and that's going to sort of go over the top of the tassel, if that makes sense, and then a medium-sized one, and then 5 little ones. So these beads came in just a mixed package of colors, and I separate my beads by color. So this it's like a really dark teal, and I thought about using just a natural bead, but anyway, this just looked really good because of course the tassel matches the elephant and yada 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 yada. Okay. So I get those all strung on. And then I was really torn about how I'm going to attach this to this because it's not, like I thought about hanging it from the bottom and making this a hanging on the wall piece, but I really wanted it to be like a tier tray thing. So in the end, I just get one of those, they're thumbtacks, but they're like a soft velvety top on them. And I'm like, okay, that's perfect. Let's just put that in the corner there, and it'll hang down on this side. And I put it on this side because of course the other side has the elephant, you know, facing or trunk up, and I didn't want to land on that.
I mean, could it be any easier? So I guess one of the things to learn from this is, first of all, never ignore the materials, the textiles, all that at a thrift store, because people drop stuff off brand new, like all the time. Like you can find new stuff all the time. So I always go through there, and that's what I'm looking for. And of course, the elephant was like, yes, okay. Funny thing, one of my subscribers sent me like almost the exact same thing. I think it was a different color, but it was so similar. I was like, oh, that's really funny. That was a while ago. Anyway, but that one I used. Okay, so that was, now the best part about that is I still have so many elephants on that to use. And by the way, I think that cost me $1. Might have been $1.50. Anyway, okay, now this one, I love this. I think this one costs, I don't know, the price is on there when I show you, and then, because the price is off it now, and it was half off. Okay, so I love to go to Goodwill and only buy the stuff that's on their half off sale, all right? So this thing was really cool. I love this. What it is, it's care instructions for laundry. So what all the things mean on your tags. First of all, that's super cool. And then of course, I'm sure this is for laundry pods, but if you have young children, you can't use it for that because then they can get into it. So, all right. But I was like, that's super cool. But it was so cute, but it was so new looking. And I'm like, no. So of course we had to make it look like, what's that stuff called? You know, the stuff that chips away, like enamelware. Okay, so it definitely has that feel to it. And all I did was do some stuff to rough it up. And can you guys sort of see it in there? Okay, so watch it, because I'm going to give you some hints on how I do mine. I know a lot of people take it, they'll paint something white and they just do little straight black lines. I like to rough it up a little bit so it looks actually more like a true enamel piece, okay? Let me show you. This is so easy. Watch this.
so this is just a cool piece all on its own. Actually, I think it was $4.49, so I got it for $2.25. All right, so I take a marker, and it was a natural wood on that, and I wanted to darken that up like it had been a painted old piece. So this first marker was sort of running out of ink, so eventually I toss it, and I go to pretty much a straight Sharpie. And then I'm just going to color it in. But I'm not giving complete coverage because I want a little bit of the wood to shine, to come through like it's paint wearing off of it. Okay, so I'm just going to get in there and marker the whole handle. And then we're going to get into just sort of aging this thing up. So I'm going to let you guys watch it. I don't need to talk over this, but basically what I'm doing is taking the Sharpie and giving it just like an enamel piece. Oh, wait, before we get there, this is the sticker. So here's a little hint, you guys. The little mini irons, they sort of warm it up. I'm waiting for the iron to warm up. And it sort of warms it up without causing any damage and makes your stickers peel off easier. Okay, so I'm just going around making my black marks like enamel, like worn enamel. And there you go. I'm going to put that little iron on there, heat it up, and it does. It helps remove the sticker so we don't have all the stuff on the back. Okay. But anyway, so sticker off, and it was $4.49, so that means it cost me $2.25. And then I'm just going to sand this up. But notice where I've put the black marks. I'm actually going to sand over those so that it's not such a stark black. And then once I do that, I'm going to get a furniture marker in maple, and I'm going to take a wipe, and we're going to give it a little bit of aging color. So this was sort of off-white, but it needed just to get a little dirtier looking. That's my cat Friday meowing. So I take a wipe. It's just a little crafting tip. Take a wipe, and I actually marker onto the wipe, and then you can sort of get that just a very light bit of that color on there. So after I get all my black on there and I sand it all off, I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit the bottom of it because, of course, that's always where they collect dust, where your sort of your seam is of the enamel, and that's where they'll get pretty dirty. So I run my marker actually over that seam on the bottom, and then I put the baby wipe. It's not a baby wipe. Oh no, this one is a baby wipe. And I use the marker and mark on the baby wipe. Okay, so that's pretty much it, and then this thing is done. I think it came out really cool. And again, like I said, just searching thrift stores to find those pieces. I just liked making this aged, but you could have just left it alone, I suppose. No flip needed on this thrift piece. There you go. There's the wipe, and you marker on it, and then it's hard to see in this video, but it gave it just the slightest coloring change for a more aged look. And it's always in the details, I always say, right? And there you go. See how I'm putting that dark on the sort of that little seam on the bottom. Okay. So that's it. This piece is done, and I think it came out super cute. Sort of vintaged it up. By the way, I did think about removing the whole front and doing something different, but I thought it was so cool that it gave you all the instructions of what your tags tell you about how to take care of your clothes. All right. Oh, and then I was just putting a little bit of the marker on the tacks that are holding the handle down. Okay, now we're done. So super cute piece. I hope you guys like this one. I doubt you'll find anything exactly like it, but maybe I gave you some good tips on the faux enamel look.
So it's going in my laundry room for sure. I mean, I don't remember. You guys just saw it, but I didn't just see it, so I can't remember. Was it like $3.50? So it was $1.75. Super cheap, right? And who says you have to put laundry stuff in it? You could just, well, you could. I mean, maybe dryer sheets. I don't know, something. But super cute. And of course, I painting the handle so that it looks like it's paint. I don't know if you guys can see it really well here, but it looks like it's like the paint has been worn off with a marker. I did that. So okay. So this was markers. The entire thing was marker and sandpaper. So easy, So cute. It looks a little vintage. I almost considered denting it. I was like, no, okay, stop, Amy. But all of these projects today, I really just wanted to show you, you can do thrift flips so easy, so inexpensive. All right, now the last one is my favorite. And this is a big piece. There was no theme to my thrift flips this week. Okay. Yep. Let's get her out. All right, so by the way, I'm wearing a Dollar Tree shirt. These are the ones that had the cow on the side. Anybody remember that? All right, $1.25 I'm wearing right here. Okay, so the tag was already off it. And I was like, dang it. But as I recall, it was like $7.50 and I got it for half off. So I think I paid $3.75, $5 at the most, because it might have been $9.99 and I spent $5. But this is huge. So the bottom of this says Bombay, made in China. Okay, it's beautiful all on its own. But the simplest of stuff added on here, and it's a whole nother level, right? Watch this.
This one can't be any easier because it's just already a great piece. So there was these ridges on the neck of it, and you're going to see this is the twine that comes on the buckets that you buy at the Dollar Tree, and they don't sell this twine. It's only used as a decorative thing on their tin metal pail bucket planter things. I think you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I had taken it off one, and of course I saved that, and it was like the perfect string jute twine to use on this. So it's a little bit thicker than the jute twine that you buy, but it's thinner than the nautical. Anyway, it's great stuff. I wish they sold it in spools there, but they don't. And of course, I want you guys to note, see, I do the knots and I leave them. It's part of the enhancing of this vase, because I don't know, I always watch people hot glue their jute, and I'm always knotting it. I think it adds an element to it. I like it, and it's perfect on this vase. And notice I did not line up the knots also. Like they're not lined up perfectly. Okay, now, so this is one of those full strings of beads, natural. I didn't do anything to them. And I'm going to just wrap them 3 times around, almost like a necklace. And we're going to add some tassels. So I fumble around with this a little bit, but eventually I get it on there. Now the tassels that I used are the tassels that are on the garlands that Dollar Tree sells, and oftentimes I remove the tassels because I'm just using the beads, but I save them. So they're jute twine tassels. They're way too long. I always trim them up, and which you're going to see me do here when I add them on here. So it's going to trim it up because it's too long, and then I'm going to take the other one and match it up to it to make sure that I get them the same length. And then I'm going to tie them on there and just give it a twist around to hang off the front of the vase. I had to remove a couple of beads because I had tied it too tight. So, but no big deal. And then put my tassel on. I fumble with that. Also, whenever I add tassels, I take the remaining bit of string after I've tied it on, and I weave it back up into the beads so that it's not going to come undone. I know a lot of people cut it off, and I just weave right there. I'm like stringing it back up through the beads so it hides it, and then it's a pretty secure way to do it too. It's not going to come undone. And then we're just going to loop them. Done. Love it.
Seriously, you could do it in your sleep, right? So, but just got this really beautiful decorative piece. I didn't put any greenery in it right now because I actually think it's going to go on a shelf where I wouldn't have room for greenery, just as a beautiful piece. It's a really beautiful color. I'm not sure it's picking it up here, you guys, but it's like it's almost like a purple blue gray. It's really pretty. Looks really good with my rug on the wall right there. But anyway, Maybe it'll stay in here. I don't know. So, but how simple is that, right? Beautiful piece. There were, and I didn't film it, but there were a couple of specks of like, it was like stucco or paint or something. And I think that maybe that's why they got rid of it. But with a little bit of elbow grease, I just chipped those all off very carefully. And yeah, it was fine. So those are my 3 super, super, super easy thrift flips. I'm gonna pop some tags. I got $20 in my wallet. It was less than $20 for all these, right? I mean, this was like, what, $1? I mean, $1.75, let's say 5. I mean, I was under 10 for sure. And 3 really cool pieces that I'm keeping all of these, by the way. I'm just so mad at myself that I was in a rush. I was like trying to get it glued down so it could dry while I was gone. And yeah, look what I did. But that's okay. I'll just put another elephant on the backside. And then just, so this is one of the tassels from the textile, right? It's so cute, just cute. All right, guys, that's it. So let's go back. We want to thank, I don't need to get it. We want to thank Tammy and Marika for hosting this. Please make sure that you go check out the playlist down below and go visit everybody and tell them hi from Bella's Bargains. These are so fun to watch. Ironically, I'm doing another one on Saturday. Fingers crossed I get everything done for that one. So, okay, guys, everybody have a great day, a great week, and a great life. And I'm gonna pop some tags. I got $20 in my pocket. There's a DT on the corner, and I'm hunting for a bargain. Not bad, huh? All right, everybody. We'll see you next time here on Bella's Bargains. Remember, give me a thumbs up or hitch a ride to the next video, and make sure you leave a comment down below, like which one of these did you like, or I don't know, tell me anything. Just don't tell me not to sing, because it's not gonna happen. And then also, if you would consider subscribing, if you had fun watching this video, then please consider subscribing. So I gotta say, I know I'm like ragged out in a hat and all that. Today is actually my 60th birthday, and I spent the day all by myself. I went shopping, I took myself to lunch, I got a pedicure, and so I was like, I'm going out with myself. I don't need to look like $1 million because we're doing a party later on, so not today. Anyway, so happy birthday to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time here on Bella's Bargains from your singing crafty crafter. Happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. Bye.